It's your girl Killer K, aka K Love in the building. Hey, tell me how you feeling. Whatever, I tried. This is gonna be a very different video. This is gonna be a story time. I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here first because I heard that y'all had wanted to know what was going on. Okay. But yeah, there's a interesting story time that I have for y'all. And it involves extra celestial, terrestrial, however you say it, otherworldly beings. If you guys are new to my channel, I am in Mount Shasta, California. If you do not know about Mount Shasta, California, look it up. What's up, Keenan? What's up, Charming Empress? I ain't seen you here in a minute, love. What you doing? What you doing? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna wait for everybody to get in here. But while I'm waiting for people to get in here, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Definitely do that, because you don't want to miss. I think I'm gonna start doing story times because I'm low-key ratchet, so I got other story times too. It sometimes ain't always about the spiritual stuff. Sometimes it get ratchet. I've been in my bag, sis. Okay, period. I heard the fuck out of it. I heard the fuck out of it. So yeah, you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell. If you want to follow me on Instagram, the Instagram's below is trippy_hippie. The way that you spell it is in the description box below. So check out the description box below. And again, like I said, if you're new, I live in Mount Shasta, California. I'm a nomadic. What's the call it? Oh damn, it's getting hella smoky. Like, bitch, what's going on? Every day is some shit, okay? Period. Every day is some motherfucking shit. But anyways, I live in Mount Shasta, California. I live nomadically, meaning I don't live in a box, okay? I don't live in a box. I live on land. So, if you haven't done your research or if you don't know anything about Mount Shasta, there's a lot of stuff going on in Mount Shasta. Back in the 70s, they used to say that, oh yeah, you guys, if you're interested in joining my online winter course, we talk about all these different cool things, how to astral project, what happens after you die, life after death, what is all that about, check the description below. It has the website link for signing up for the online course. Basically what had happened was back in the 70s. I'll give you the history about Mount Shasta so you kind of can understand like what the fuck is she talking about really. Back in the 70s, there were reports that there would be these tall people who would wear like purple robes or white robes. They were not like regular people. Nobody knew really where they came from. Like, they weren't like locals in the town. Well, after a while they became like locals in the town, but they weren't originally like locals in the town. Nobody knew who the fuck is this. But they would come dressed in their robes, their white or purple robes. They would go to like convenience stores or grocery stores, and they would pay for things with gold nuggets. What's up, Dario? What's up? 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 They would pay for stuff with gold nuggets. Like, basically, they would pay stuff in gold. And it ended up coming out that these beings were, I wouldn't necessarily say that they're otherworldly, but, well, they do have otherworldly origins, but they basically lived inside of the earth. So if you guys are familiar with the inner earth theories, where there is a second sun inside the earth, there's oceans, there's a whole world inside the earth. Okay, the earth is hollow on the inside, so well, not necessarily hollow like it's empty, but there's a whole new world basically on the earth. Yeah, I'm just checking out the vibe, y'all, because I know I'm talking about this stuff and I just want to make sure. I'm like, look, I'm looking around and stuff. I'm like, hold on now, what we about to do? What we doing? Okay, but anyways, so people have reported seeing lights in the sky. Just that to me is not a big deal. Lights in the sky is not something I'm like, oh my God, I saw a light in the sky. Like, I've seen lights in the sky before. But it looks like a star, but it starts moving and going this way and then going back that way, whatever. But this, I'm gonna get to this in a second. This, I have not seen this before, ever in my fucking life. Ever in my motherfucking life. Okay. Never in my life have I seen this before. But anyways, like I said, some history about Mount Shasta. Apparently, if you guys do your research or if you guys know about ancient Lemuria and ancient Egypt, Atlantis. I said Atlantia. Ancient Atlantis, ancient Lemuria. You know, there's been even been children's movies about it. Atlantis and all this other stuff like that. Um, you know, pretty much basically they said that the Lemurians that lived in Lemuria, which was a continent that sunk into the ocean after Atlantis and Lemuria went to war, they fled to Mount Shasta, which is where I am. And they said that over time, the beings decided to go inside the mountain because there was too much going on the surface, which I don't blame them, okay? Y'all see what's going on over here. So they went inside the earth. They created their own basically living atmosphere. They have gardens, they have homes. Everybody is like taken care of. Nobody's homeless. Everybody's fed. Everybody has clothes. Everybody has a place to live. They have a sophisticated gardening system. They're basically fifth dimensional beings, okay? Where are we trying to go? And we are related to them. So when I talk about aliens, I'm not talking about like something that is like so out there. Like technically they are our ancestors. Some of them have predated humans. They're more advanced humans. It's like Back to the Future kind of energy. Like, you know, we're humans, but they have advanced. Think about it like a parallel reality where there was an event, there was, you know, humans that decided to elevate and evolve their consciousness and their soul and all that. And they decided to, you know, do all that, and it upgraded their consciousness. So they had higher consciousness. So they went on to elevate, right? But then in another parallel universe, there's just us out here doing hood rat shit with our friends. So yeah, those beings go inside the earth, and they sometimes will come out on the surface. Sometimes they'll make visitations. Sometimes they'll, you know, talk to certain people or telepathically communicate with certain people, because supposedly there's going to be a big disclosure happening soon. So that means that they're going to reemerge from from underneath the surface of the earth, and they're going to let everybody know, hey, we're here. We've always been here, yada yada yada. But there are different alien species and races, so not all aliens are benevolent. Some of them do not fuck with humans. Some of them really can't stand humans and want to control us and enslave us. So when you think about Star Wars and Star Trek, it's not too far off what they're talking about. But this story time gets interestada. Okay, it gets very interesting. So I've always been into like the paranormal stuff, aliens, ghosts, all that stuff. I've never really been freaked out by any of it, especially like ghost stuff. You know, I've had my experiences where I've seen ghosts, or not really seen them, but felt them, and even crossed over souls that were stuck on earth. But this right here, I have never in my life, in this lifetime at least, seen what I'm about to tell you. So I'm gonna need y'all to, before I tell you, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you know anybody that's interested in this ookie spooky ooks. Give the video a thumbs up, hit the post notification bell, all of the above, okay? I need y'all to do that for me because this story is crazy. It's really crazy. And if you guys have had experiences of your own, or if you want to ask any questions, please feel free to do so. Okay, so last night I was chilling in my car, and I was just talking on the phone with my friend, and we were just hanging out, you know, having a good time, talking, chatting it up. And literally, like, I'm just chilling. I have my little seat reclined, and it was nighttime. I was parked by one of the parks out here, and it has like a baseball field. So I'm just like chilling, talking to my friend. And all of a sudden, out of the bum fucks of the nowheres, okay, out of nowhere, like when I tell you, I did not see this coming at all. Now, mind you, I know about the inner earth beings, I know about the extra celestial beings, excuse me, and all that. But I didn't expect to see this at all. I did not expect to see this at all. Okay, so I'm chilling. Out of nowhere, literally, like, because like my car was pointed towards the baseball field, but like to my right slightly, I just saw this, like, when I tell y'all, I thought it was a meteorite. I thought that we were all going to die. I was like, are we dying? Is this the end of the world? I've been celibate for a year. Am I going to die a virgin, basically? What's going on? Child, let me tell you, it was a big, and it was like the bluest blue I've ever seen. Like, I don't even have anything to, it was kind of like this color blue, but brighter, like a turquoise blue almost. It was so fucking bright, y'all. Like, I can still remember it. It was so big. Like, it was huge. Like, it wasn't like a mothership. I knew it wasn't a mothership, but it was huge, you guys. I was like, yo. and it just looked like a meteorite at first, and it crashed down. I want to say like it literally crashed. I wouldn't even say it crashed, but it was aiming like it was basically gonna land. I thought it was a meteorite, so I thought it was gonna crash on the earth, and I saw it land, and I was just like, what the fuck? And there was no sound. I didn't hear any sound. um my friend Gypsy was on the phone with me, so I have a witness. She wasn't there to see it, but she was on the phone with me when I saw it. It didn't have any sound. There was no like earthquake or anything that like shook me up physically, like literally, tangibly, physically when I saw it, but I saw it land. And I was just like, what the fuck? And it went behind these trees. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, oh my God, Gypsy, 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 Gypsy. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? She's like, girl, what's going on? Are you okay? What's going on? I'm like, what the fuck? 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 I'm over here like really fucking tripping right now. And like, she's like, okay, what's going on? I was like, girl, let me calm down. I need to drink some water. I'm shaking. My heart's beating fast. I didn't know what the fuck was going on at first. And she's like, when I calmed down, I ended up telling her what was happening. And she jokes and she calls Mount Shasta Mystic Mountain. So it was just like hella funny. She was like, girl, that's what you get for being on Mystic Mountain or Magic Mountain. She be calling it all that. But anyways, so like it crashed behind some trees that was like, I want to say it wasn't even, I thought, because I'm not really good with distance, I thought it was about a mile or 2 miles away from me. And really and truly, like I went in the morning time to look at the area, and it was about like less than a mile away from me. I would say it's even like half a mile away from me was where it landed. Okay. So I was tripping. And after it landed, like it kind of lit up. Like, oh, hi Sophia. I miss your vibes, Kayla. Miss you too, Lovey. After it landed, it kind of like beamed a light, like it lit up real quick, and I could see the light going through the trees. So I was like, oh shit, that's actually really closer than I thought it was. And so I'm just freaking out, but I'm like, oh my God, that was so cool. Like I'm chilling, I'm freaking out, but it's cool. It was just weird, but cool at the same time. And so I'm just like, okay, I was like, it wasn't a meteorite. It didn't kill us. We're still alive. Okay, so then was that what I think it was? I'm still trying to like put the pieces together. I'm on the phone with my friend. She's like, yo, what the fuck? Like everything we was talking about, we just fucking stopped talking about it. We're just like, what the fuck? So so then I'm like, okay. And I have some homies that are like UFOologist type spiritual people that are very familiar with these types of things. And, you know, they have their own situations and when it comes to UFOs and seeing aliens and stuff like that. You know, people who are, you know, they believe and they know, they've had their own experiences. They've come in contact, like very close contact, like seeing and being on the ships and stuff like that. And I want to precurse this with also that I've had dreams of being on ships before, but not necessarily like I've gotten abducted by the ship, but like I just am in a dream and I wake up in the dream and I'm on a ship, and it's not like what the fuck, where am I? It's like, okay, let's go over here. Like basically I know how to operate a ship if it's an automatic. Now if it's a manual with all them buttons and all that, I don't know how to do that shit. But if it's an automatic, which is basically like it's controlled by your mind. So I've seen the inside of a ship. I'm not sure that all ships look like this, but I've seen the inside of one. And basically there's usually like a silver chair, like the pilot chair, and it's biometric, like biometric. It's biologically what's it called? It biologically driven. So basically you sit in the chair, basically like the movie Avatar. Like how in the movie Avatar with the blue people, they would put their ponytail into their animal and they would be connected to it, and boom, boom. It's kind of like that, except there's no ponytail. You just mentally connect to the it's a whole being. Like the ship is a whole actual live being as well. It's not just like metal or metallic or anything like that. um, Thank you, Charming Empress. It's KAYLOVE 1132, Levy. But thank you, I appreciate it. So so yeah, basically like it's just like super crazy, super fucking crazy. Like the dreams I've had where you sit in it and you just tell it where to go and it goes and all that stuff like that. So I've had like that type of contact before, but this was something else. So I'm like calling my little UFOologist friends, and I'm like, y'all will not fucking believe what I just saw. And so I'm explaining everything to them. And obviously, these beings talk telepathically. So my friends didn't have to be physically with me to understand what was going on or to communicate, basically, like being a translator, because I was so energetically like amped up that I wasn't getting the telepathic messages from them because I was like scared, but it was still cool. There was like a lot of anxious, scared like energy around. Damn, it's really hella smoky out here. What the fuck? I'm so disappointed. Y'all, it's been fires out here, and today was one of the today, yesterday, and a couple days ago was like one of the days where all the smoke had cleared. Everything was good. The sun was out, and now there's fucking smoke again, y'all. Like, this is fucking stupid. Anyways, so so I call my friends. I'm like, y'all will not fucking believe what I saw. And they're just like, yeah, we believe it, and they want to make contact with you. And I said, they want to do what? Mind you, this I'm gonna set the scene for y'all. So I'm parked in front of a baseball field. Okay, so there's nobody else. Well, actually, there was one other car there, but there was two cars that had came together, and I don't know what they was doing, but one of the cars, like, somebody parked their car and went to the other person's car, and they drove in the back of the park. So I don't know if they seen it, but I was like talking about it for a good, I want to say 20-30 minutes with my friend. And after I was talking about it, they quickly drove back to the car and they both left. And usually people like hang out at this park, but they both left. So I was like, okay, they definitely had to have seen this. I know I was not the only one to see this. Um, so it was like that. And so basically, I'm at the park by myself now, completely. There's nobody else there. It's just me. And I just saw a fucking UFO land about a half a mile or less than a mile away from where the fuck I'm parked. And then I call my UFO friends who have had plenty of experiences like this. And they tell me that these beings want to make contact with me. Do you know, like, that whole, like, I would say it wasn't, I would say this all happened in a total of an hour. Me talking on the phone with my friend, telling her what I saw, then calling my UFO friends, and then them being like, they want to talk to you. I was like, yo. And they were like, you need to calm down. You need to breathe. You need to like raise your elevation, your frequency. This is your star family. Also, can I just also let y'all know too, because I did predict this. In my Libra reading yesterday, I did say you're going to see some shit you ain't never seen before because your consciousness is upgrading. And baby, it happened the same fucking day I did the Libra channeling. So, yeah. I definitely called this one. But anyways, and mind you, my friend had told me like you're gonna see some things that you've never seen before. And honestly, like I believed him, but I was like, okay, all right, I'm waiting. You know, I know that Mount Shasta is like that. I know I've heard plenty of stories from people about seeing Bigfoots, seeing all types of different alien species that aren't really on the good side, or they're just not of the light right at this moment. So I've heard all the stories, but I haven't had like a personal experience with this. So I'm on the phone with my friends, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, 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 what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, 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 what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, 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 what the fuck, what the fuck, fuck, right? I'm really tripping. Like I'm spazzing. I'm just like, what the fuck? And my head started hurting a little bit too. Like I started getting this really intense energy to my third eye where it was just like, oh, what the fuck is this? And my friends were telling me that their energy is so high frequency that like my physical body is not really able to handle it. They told me like you'll probably get nauseous if you get closer to them, or if they get closer to you. You're probably gonna experience nausea and these headaches, right? Girl, it's dope when you hearing about it, but baby, when you experiencing it, you like, look, I don't know. So they're telling me like they want to make contact with you, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, so how do we do that? And I'm like all into the UFO stuff, so I really wasn't like, oh no, I don't want it. I'm like, I know about my star family. You know, I've never seen them this lifetime physically before my eyes, but I know about them. They've talked to me telepathically before, but they've never physically been in my vicinity talking to me telepathically. So my friends are like, you need to get out of the car and you need to go walk over there. I said, you want me to do, huh? They said, sis, you need to quit being a puss, get out of the car and go walk over there. I said, do I really? Do I really need to do that? And they were like, yes. And I was like, oh, okay. So, swear I seen one the other day on the way back from the lake. It was in the sky for a good 45 minutes. Hold on, I want to see what you're saying. It was in the sky for a good 45 minutes in the same spot, and then I had a super high pitch ringing in my ears, and then suddenly motherfucker disappeared on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, there's some that I feel like are the watchers. Well, they'll watch. Also, you guys, let me know if my connection is doing anything weird where you guys aren't able to hear me, or if it's breaking up. Okay. But yeah, they'll do that. They'll stay in the sky. They'll watch you. Sometimes they won't do anything for hella long, and then all of a sudden they'll disappear. They'll move. Sometimes you'll see them in the sky moving, and then they just disappear. Like they cloak, all that type of shit. And actually, before this huge one that I saw one that looked like a star that was moving, moving, moving. And I was like, hey, I see you. And on top of that, my ass, I damn near asked for this. I was like, I want to see something. I want to see something. And I was singing that song Spaceship Coupe by Justin Timberlake. Hop up in my spaceship coupe. There's only room for two. All right. But anyways, back to the story. So you're coming in clear, mama. I'm loving your experience. I'm glad you're safe. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm safe too. And honestly, I really don't give a fuck if people don't believe me or they think that I'm crazy or they think that I've been watching too much, whatever the fuck. I really don't give a shit. I know what the fuck I saw. And my friend was on the phone when I saw it. So I know that I'm not crazy. Like, I saw this shit. And who gives a fuck? Y'all motherfuckers probably the ones that's your brain is all fucked up from the fluoride. So yeah, I could care less what a motherfucker got to say about that. But yeah, so like it was just hella weird. So they were just like, you need to get out of the car, you need to go walk over there. And I was just like, you want me to do what? I said, look, and these my friends, color, race doesn't really matter. But my friends are white and I'm black. And everybody know in the movies, in the scary movies, the black people be like, did you hear that? And they'd be like, yeah, I heard that. And be like, oh, well, I'm finna stay my ass over here. So that was my mindset. I was like, y'all want me to get out and go explore and do what? And they were like, yeah, they're your star family. They love you and they want to, they want to talk to you telepathically. They want to contact you. So I was just like, y'all know I'm black, right? Y'all know I'm black, right? And they were telling me to walk with no flashlight. It was dark. Like there were lights around me, but not in my immediate vicinity. So they're like, yeah, go walk outside. Don't turn on your flashlight. Just walk. I said, don't turn on the flashlight and go try to. I said, look, y'all. I said, you want me to do what? You want me to get out of my car? They was like, yeah. I said, so you want me to get out my CAR? Okay. I was like, well, can we figure out another way? Like, because I do want to meet my star fam. I'm interested in them and I know they're interested in me and I want to meet them, but it was just so much that was happening at that moment that I was just like, there's no fucking way that I'm about to get out my motherfucking car after I just seen a fucking spaceship light up the fucking sky damn near and crash, not even crash, but land. It just happened so fast that it looked like a meteorite. Like I really wasn't thinking that was a fucking spaceship. I know I'm in Mount Shasta. I know crazy shit happens here, but I really was not thinking that was a motherfucking spaceship at first. I was like, we're gonna die. And when we didn't die, and when there was no motherfucking earthquake, I was just like, so what the fuck is going on? I was prepared. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. But I was just like, look, I think we're going to die. I think this is a meteorite. So they're like, okay, we'll guide you. We'll walk you through it. They know how to remote view so they can see what's around me. Even though I can't see, they can see where the ship is. They can see where I am. And they're trying to show me how to get to the ship. And they're like, you need to calm down. You need to be like, raise your elevation. You need to talk to them. Tell them hi. Say hi to them telepathically. I said, you guys, this is just a little too much for me. Like, it's all happening so fucking fast. Like, my reality is just going so fast. So I get out of my car and I start walking across the baseball field. And they're like, okay. And this was the part that fucking creeped me out. So my friend is like, okay, there should be a gate where you can walk through and you're going to want, he was giving me all the directions, right? So I come to the gate, but the gate has a lock on it. There's a chain. And I said, okay, well, there's a chain here, so I can't get through. And he was like, oh, shit. And so I'm like, well, wait a minute. I feel like if I keep walking along this gate, I might find another one. Because I remember in the daytime, there was 2 gates. But this was the part that was crazy. He's like, yeah, there should be another gate, and it should be slightly open. As soon as he said that, I saw the gate, and it was slightly fucking open. I was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I walked through the gate. Mind you, it's a trail that leads straight into the fucking woods. Like, straight into the fucking woods. And mind you, like, I've lived in the woods. Like, that's what I'm doing here. I live in the woods. But I don't be walking at night with no motherfucking flashlight in the butt fuck ass woods. Hell no. Like I said, I am black. Okay? The movies tell you the black people don't do that shit. These motherfuckers had me outside with no flashlight on a dark ass trail. It's mountain lions and bears and shit. So anyways, so I'm starting to walk on the trail. I'm walking. And I'm just terrified the whole time because they're like, don't worry, like, it's fine, it's your space fam. If we were there, we would just be running up to them. I'm like, yeah, because you guys are used to this weird ass shit. I have never experienced this in this lifetime. Maybe past lifetimes I've experienced it, but I don't have my memories all intact right now to know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So I'm freaking out right now. So they're just like, okay, just calm down, calm down. They're also telling me, like, when you get closer, your phone's gonna start messing up. So we're basically they're not gonna be able to walk me all the way through. Like, my phone's gonna start glitching, and then I'm gonna have to go the rest of the way by myself in the fucking pitch black dark by myself. So I was just like, I'm inching my way. I'm walking. It's dark. I'm walking, and there were like these towers, like these I don't know if they were cell phone towers. They were like these electric towers, and I had to stop by one of the towers because I knew I was getting close. Like, they kept telling me, like, you're about 600 feet away, or you're about, they kept telling me as I got closer, they kept telling me you're about 600 feet away. You're getting close. You're getting close. Mind you, like, I can't see. I can't see anything. I'm like, they allowed me. They were like, okay, you can turn your flashlight, but point it down. Don't point it up. So I'm pointing it down. So all I can see is the path that I'm walking. I can't see what's ahead of me. There's bushes on the side of me. I don't know what's in the fucking bushes. I'm terrified at this point, but I did still take my ass out there and try. And so I stopped by one of these towers, and the tower was like buzzing. Like, I heard this buzzing sound from it, coming from it. And I was just telling them, like, I was like, I hear a buzzing sound. They're like, yeah, that's because their ship is something with the electromagnetic field or whatever. And I just looked ahead of me and I couldn't see nothing. It was dark as fuck. I said, y'all, I don't know if I can do this. I said, I don't know. I was like, I can't do this, y'all. I can't do this. Like, I can't see. And they're like, well, they're not going to hurt you. You're safe. You're fine. I said, I get it. Why the fuck they want to do this shit at nighttime? Why they don't want to do this shit in the daytime? Like, it's dark. I can't see. I'm like, I know that they're not going to hurt me. I know that they're here to help me. But, like, I can't see. And I feel like I'm about to go. Like, I feel like there's something around the corner. And my mind is not ready to see that right now. Like, I'm not ready to see a giant fucking spaceship in the middle of the woods. Like, I just wasn't ready to see it. Like, it's dark. There's no lights. But the funny part about it was I could see some light in between the trees a little bit. And that was also what freaked me out, is because I'm like, yo, I'm about to walk up on a whole fucking spaceship. Like, I'm about to walk up on a fucking spaceship. And my mind just couldn't handle, like, that, looking like that. What's behind the corner? Like, what's behind the curtain? What's behind the corner? My mind couldn't handle that. So I was like, you know what, guys? Like, I heard them talk to me telepathically, but it was very faint. Like, imagine, like, if you're in a place where you have bad cell phone reception and you can kind of hear somebody that's talking to, but you can't really hear them. It was kind of like that. I was just like, in my head, I was like, and I said it out loud and I said it in my head, I was just like, you guys, I know that you're here to help me. I know that you guys love me, but I'm just not ready. I'm too scared. It's not that I'm scared of you guys. It's just dark. I can't see where I'm going. And I don't know what to expect. And my mind is not ready for it. So I turned my ass back around and I walked back to my car because I just wasn't. And they were just like, oh, like, you're so close. Like, they want to talk to you. You might even get to see them. Like, come on, just. And I was just like, I just can't do it. I'm afraid. And I don't even want to bring those fearful energies around these high vibrational beings because it's probably going to annoy the fuck out of them. And also, as I knew I was getting closer and closer because I started getting, like, disoriented. My head started feeling dizzy. Like, the headache it just kept, even when I think about it, I can still feel the headache. This happened just last night, by the way. But I can still feel the headache. It's like, it feels like you get hit by a truck. Like, even when I think about it, I feel it in the center of my eye. And it just feels like there's so much energy just concentrated right here. I started getting sick afterwards, like queasy. They let me know that you're getting sick because their frequency is really high and your physical body is not as high as them. So your body is not going to react normally, because it's too much. It's like a super high vibrational frequency. So I was just like, yeah, I can't. I was like feeling floaty, almost like my balance was a little bit off. Like my head felt like it was going to float off of my body. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. And they were like, okay, like, like, it's okay. It's all right. Like, yada, yada, yada. And I felt bad because I'm like, I want to see them. I really do want to see them. But it was just too much for me at the moment. Like, I just saw a fucking spaceship literally fucking shoot out the sky, land about half a mile in front of me, and now y'all want me to walk to it? Like, no, that was just too much for my mind. Like, I have to give myself some time. You don't just rush into stuff like that, because you don't want to break your mind or fracture your fucking psyche. So I do feel as though that experience happened for a reason. I was meant to see it to kind of get used to the fact that, like, okay, you did see it, so you know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you kind of broke in a little bit. And I think the next time, because they did say there was going to be a next time, the next time is going to be more intense and it will probably be more direct. But they had to kind of get me used to it. And I just kind of wondered why they didn't come and approach me, but hey, whatever. Maybe next time they'll come and approach me. But yeah, I went back to the car and I could still feel that the ship was over there. Like I could kind of I just felt that it was over there. It didn't go anywhere. So I was just like, what the fuck? And even when I talk about it, I'm getting that headache like in my forehead. Like I had to eat some food. Like my stomach felt sick this morning. I woke up TMI, but my stomach was real messed up. My bowels was a little messed up. And they're better now, but it was just like my whole system was like all types of fucked up. And so yeah, I went to the car and I just like sat down. I just processed. Also, it was cold as fuck last night too. That was another thing. Y'all got me out here in this motherfucking cold with a flashlight. Look, I cannot be bothered. But anyways, I went back to the car and I just sat there on the phone with them and I was just like, yo, did this really just happen? Like I even had to look up if there was a meteor shower or something. There's been no meteor showers last night. Like it was just crazy. And they were just like, they want to make contact with you. So you just gonna have to be ready. Thank you, baby love. I appreciate you, charming empress. Yeah, you guys, if you're interested in all this paranormal cool ooky spooky shit, definitely sign up for my online winter course. What's up, Sharika? Sign up for my online winter course. The link is below in the description box, and charming empress just posted it on the chat. So yeah, that was my story, y'all. I didn't see the ship leave. My head started hurting really bad, and I just ended up like I knew I needed to get some sleep. So I just laid back and I went to sleep. And they were supposed to like wake me up to basically show themselves to me in the twilight, cuz I was saying like I don't want to see them in the dark, and my friend was communicating that to them. Oh, you're okay, Rico. You can always rewind the video back. You literally can just rewind it back. You can just start from the beginning. Um but thank you for coming on the live anyways. But yeah, so I just ended up going to sleep, but they told me that they were gonna wake me up around 5. So I got off the phone with them around 3, and they told me that they were gonna wake me up around 5. You're very welcome. They said they were gonna wake me up around 5 and they were gonna show me themselves around 5 a.m. Cause I was just like, I wasn't scared of them. It's just like there's mountain lions, there's bears out here, and it's dark. And I know that like nothing's gonna happen to me, especially if my space fam is like intentionally wanting me to come to them. But it's just like, yo, like it's dark as a bitch right now. And I don't know anybody. Honestly, people could talk that talk in the moment. Like, yeah, I would do it. But when you're by yourself, there's not a single soul in sight. All you have is somebody on the phone with you, no flash. They don't want you to use your flashlight. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, I don't know if everybody would be ready for it. So I went to sleep. I did end up waking up around 5. It actually was around 6. I did just kind of wake up for no reason, like how they said I would. They said I would wake up for no reason. And I did kind of wake up for no reason. But then, like, I looked around and I knew that they were gone. And I felt like they told me, like, well, we're going to try again. We're going to try something different. So I was just like, okay, because they were supposed to come and like just walk up or wake me up and then like approach me, like the actual beings were supposed to approach me, and I didn't see anybody. So I was just like, okay, well, whatever, and I went back to sleep. But I did, like, as I was getting like I said, when it landed, as I was getting closer to it, I did, like I said, I did telepathically tell them that I really did want to see them, but my consciousness just wasn't ready to see what was behind the curtain. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I just wasn't ready. And they told me, like, don't worry, we come in peace. We love you. We understand. You did a great job. Like, you got out of your comfort zone. You did a great job. Like, so they were kind of more encouraging and motivating. Like, you did a great job. We understand why you feel that way. We come in peace. We love you. Like, I felt that loving energy because I did feel calm for a second, but it was my mind that was making me feel like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. But I did feel like this unexplainable calmness where it's like, I just saw a fucking spaceship land a half a mile in front of me. Why am I so calm? Why am I, like, I freaked out, but it wasn't like if I had really seen a meteorite, I probably would have been way more fucking freaked out than I was. Like, I was freaked out, but I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Then I was just like, what the fuck? So it was just a lot to take in at once. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to let y'all guys know this little story time because I feel as though, you know, I don't think I'm going to be the only person that's going to be seeing stuff like this. I feel like people are going to start seeing things and it's going to be like a really close encounter. Do you think it's because it's been shown to you already in the media? About like, I was afraid. Okay. I feel like the media kind of portrays the grays and the draconians and the reptilians. It doesn't really portray the peaceful beings. So I know that the peaceful beings exist, but I was just more so like, I wasn't afraid of them. It was just like, I'm about to see some shit that I've never seen in my life, in this lifetime. I'm about to see something that my mind is not going to really be able to comprehend what it is. That was what it was for me. On top of it, also just being hella dark. Like, literally, it's dark. They're like, oh, sorry. You said, I mean, when you're relatively calm when they landed. Yeah, no, the media doesn't, yeah, the media didn't make, yeah, the media don't do a good job of making nobody feel calm about shit, okay? They be like, oh my God, they're gonna invade, yada, yada, yada. The movies, the media, no. No, it wasn't the media. I felt calm because I felt like they were sending me calm energy. Like, I know that they were trying to talk to me, but I was so, like, there was so much, like, human mental energy that was going on that I couldn't clearly hear them. But they did like communicate to me. Like, I heard, it was like a woman that I heard more specifically. It was like a woman. Damn, that's crazy. This smoke is really out of control. Like, y'all, it's all type of shit going on out here. But anyways, it was a woman. I felt there was a group of them. I felt there was a woman and a man. But I felt the woman, well, I don't know. I can't say that she was a woman per se, but she came to me like a woman. I could almost like see what she looked like almost. Like, she was tall, she had blonde hair, they had their little spacesuit outfits on. Like, kind of like how you see in the movies, but um there was no like there was emotion of love and care, but there wasn't like a human kind of emotion where it's like, come on baby, just come over here, we're gonna cook you. It was like that kind of human it was not void of emotion in general, but it was just like the emotion wasn't how we interpret it as humans. I felt love and care, but I didn't feel ever pushed. I didn't feel forced, and I didn't feel judged. I judged myself because I was like, damn it, you're being a fucking puss. Just go out there and do that shit. But they were just like, no, like, you did good. Like, you got out of the car, you walked over here. We're happy. We're proud of you for doing that. Like, you did what you were supposed to do. We were like, basically, it was like a test. Like, we want to see you, but we also don't want to approach you too quickly because that could fuck up your brain and your psyche. And they were just like, we love you, we care for you. Like, I felt like they wanted to heal me. Like, they wanted to heal anything that was wrong with me. I felt like they wanted to help me, but I was just way too fucking terrified. I was shaking, y'all. Like, I've never been that. And it wasn't like a fear of like fear for your life. It was literally a mental fear. Like, just thinking too much, or it wasn't like you feel a predator around you about to attack you. That kind of, it wasn't that kind of fear. It was just me. But and the headaches, man, the headaches is still there. Like as I'm talking about it, I just feel it right here, like deep in my brain, like a headache. I can just feel it when I talk about it. So maybe even they might be around right now because they are telepathic. But yeah, I went back into my car, and like I said, they were supposed to come at 5 a.m. to kind of show me, because that would have been the twilight hour. But when I woke up, I didn't see them, and I kind of felt that they had already left while I was in my sleep. I did feel that they had come by my car, and they had kind of like given me some healing energy, but I was asleep. And when I woke up, like I said, my mind, my head was like, it felt like I got ran over by a truck. And it still feels kind of crazy. My stomach, like I said, was hurting. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that little story time because it was really fucking crazy and really, really interesting. And like I said, I really don't care if nobody believes me. I know what the fuck I saw. I know what I felt. Like, it was just insane. I still got that headache. It's crazy. Like, as I'm talking about it, it like hurts. Just like how it hurt last night. Anyways, y'all, that's my story time. If you guys want to drop some comments below and let me know if you've ever had any experiences with other worldly beings, like visiting you or coming around you, or whatever the case may be, you can leave those messages below. But yeah, it was really intense. It was really crazy, but it wasn't horrible. It didn't feel like I was afraid for my life. It just felt like this is some shit I've never fucking seen before. That's pretty much what it felt like. So yeah, if you guys have any experiences, or if you guys want to ask any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm gonna just leave that floor open for about 4 to 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna dip up out of here. The time, I felt somebody be like, did the time, I don't know if somebody wants to ask this or not, but I felt somebody be like, did the time change? Did you lose time? Time stayed pretty consistent for me. I didn't lose time. It wasn't like I looked at the clock 1 minute and it was 3 o'clock, and the next minute I looked and it was 5. No, time was still pretty consistent for me. There wasn't a change in time really, or at least I didn't really feel like there was a speeding up of time or anything like that. Hey Aisha, thank you. Blessings to you too, my love. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the whole thing open for like 3 more minutes. If you guys want to ask me any questions at all, if you guys are curious, maybe you've seen something, please share your experience below. I want this to be a safe space. I'm not tolerating like judgment on here. So if anybody leaves a comment talking about anybody else's experience or mine, your ass getting blocked and deleted, period. We don't, no, we're not gonna be shaming people. But yeah, I feel like they want to make contact with a lot of different people. I feel like they want to make contact and let their presence be known, because I do feel like the government has been hiding this from us. And I feel like they've been wanting to make contact with us the whole time. But they respect our free will, and they don't, the benevolent beings respect our free will, and they would never like do anything against our will. Like, those beings would never just like rush up on me or chase me or make me feel afraid. I felt afraid because of my own mind. I didn't feel afraid because they made me feel fear. I knew that they were very loving beings and they didn't want to hurt me. But I was afraid because my mind had never, it was trying to conceive what the fuck was happening, and I'm still processing it. But yeah, but the beings that are not benevolent, they will chase you. They will probe you and abduct you against your will sometimes. And even sometimes the positive beings might abduct you, but it's not because they're trying to experiment on you or take your DNA and splice it with, no, no, no. They're trying to heal you, or they're trying to get you on the level, because there are people that have been abducted for good reason. So yeah, abduction's a whole nother thing. So yeah, if any of you guys have your questions, we got 2 more minutes. But yeah, if you guys would like to book a private session with me, check the description box below. It has my website. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, if you want to DM me or just ask or share your experience with me in a personal setting, my Instagram's below. Is trippy, TRIPPY underscore HIPPY. HIPPIIEE. Yeah, my head just keeps hurting. It's just this side. It's literally just like right in here. And I can feel it like in the back. So yeah, you guys, it's not what you expect. It's cool, but your body is gonna react differently because it's a high vibrational energy. Yeah, I gotta stop talking about it, y'all, because I keep feeling that. I keep feeling it. So yeah, y'all, looks like you guys pretty much don't have anything else to say. So I'm gonna end this live. Thank you so much for watching my story time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell so you don't miss when you get Cisco live. If you're interested in signing up for my online winter course where we talk about astral projecting, life after death, and how to tap into the inner wisdom of the inner child, go ahead and check the description box below. That link is there as well. If you would like to email me, my email is kayluv1133@gmail.com. Thank you all for watching and keeping an open mind. And give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends. If anybody else may have experienced things or talked about it, share this with them. Maybe they'll find this helpful. But anyways, thank y'all for listening. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.